course, Ann is being in that situation with having two major breaks in her bones that required 1 or 2 or 3 months kind of hospitalization or care, and then this last one of the hip replacement, and with a couple of Parkinson's disease, having to go to nursing care. And it just brings you up against finally the whole loss of human physical being, it is dense life that we live, the density of life. Your dense body, you have to finally give up the body, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You know, and that's been at the center of every religion you can think of. But it's still there, is, you know, ash to ashes. That's the way where the body ends up. There's no question about it. And to come here, you know, I'd like to say, is to become more aware of that, because you see it happening with everything. Move into here, the first 50 of us that moved in with real camaraderie, you know, and there's the guy across the hall here, they were eating, I missed them, didn't see them till they got up and left, eating lunch with the woman. Her husband was in a, you know, power cart at that time, power chair. And he's the only one that looked like he was maimed anyway. None of us even were in the push carts then. We were all came in happy. We had times when it had dancing, we'd be dancing, you know, and everybody would be dancing, and they had no problem with that. They could move their bodies around, stay upright, this kind of thing. So, fine. But then as we were in here, well, people began to get in a little worse shape. And you saw the people on the right that we were there. One of them had this push cart that asked how her young one was. That she's referring to Margaret, Joanne's granddaughter. She really picked up like that. She took a shine to Margaret. She was now went into a pushing her cart around. And a lot of them, you know, Ann had to wear that cart for a while, and then when she went out completely, well, I heard it. I parked it back in there and hid it from itself for a while, you know. But then when I got where I couldn't walk very far without it, and my balance is out, I needed it, and that type of thing. Well, we see that happening, and again, it just gives you an opportunity to have a new awareness. Every moment is a new opportunity to have your expansion of your awareness, and the depth of your life, and the wholeness of your life. In other words, life is a constant revolution, or they say it's an evolution, but I call it a revolution because it demands a completely redying to everything to the next moment, you know. And it's a wonderful happening, but it's, what was that old thing, you have to die to live, but then once you see that, what's the next part, half of that? Having to die to live, you're constantly living to die, or whatever that is like that. So that type of thing. And I say it's a great place to live because so many people over there in that place I knew here when we both sat down at the table, the dinner table, Ann and I, and had a wonderful chat. They were whole physically and everything. All they could talk about was their kids or their past work or whatever, you know.